Remains of 761 children found in mass grave at Canada School weeks after 215 were discovered at another site. The remains of 761 children have been found in a mass grave on the site of a former indigenous boarding school in southern Saskatchewan, Canada. It comes just weeks after the bodies of 215 children were found on the grounds of an old residential school in Kamloops. The discovery, the largest to date, was made by Cowessess First Nation on Thursday, who are continuing their mission to expose the exploitation and cultural genocide of their ancestors. After the finding at Kamloops, the community were spurred to expand their search efforts and again use the ground-penetrating radar to find the bodies. Cowessess Chief Cadmus Delome told reporters they believed the headstones or markers at the Marvedale Indian Residential School were intentionally removed. Chief Bobby Cameron of the Federation of Sovereign Indigenous First Nations during the press conference said this was a crime against humanity and an assault on First Nations. The only crime we ever committed as children was being born indigenous, he said, before pledging the indigenous people would not stop until all bodies of the victims were found. The Maryville Indian Residential School was run by Roman Catholic Church from 1899 to 1997 and was one of the many compulsory boarding schools funded by the Canadian government. 9 years earlier, Kamloops Indian Residential School was founded with the aim to force indigenous children to assimilate into society. Chief Rosanne Casimir said the community suspected there was a burial site at the school for a long time prior to proving it. Some of the 215 remains discovered were of children as young as 3 years old. We had knowing in our community that we were able to verify to our knowledge these missing children are undocumented deaths, Casimir said in the statement to CBC. More than 150,000 First Nations children were subject to horrific education that saw them stripped from the families, housed in squalid conditions, and sexually and physically abused. Students were prohibited from speaking in their native tongue, and it was common for them to never be reunited with their families. An estimated 6,000 children died while attending the schools. Local indigenous leaders called for an inquiry into the genocide, while Chief Cadmus Delome of the Cowessess First Nation demanded an apology from Pope Francis. He said the Catholic Church had a duty to address its action. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said the discoveries at both sites reaffirm the truth which Indigenous communities have long known. We committed to providing government funding and resources to help bring these terrible wrongs to light. In a statement, he said, there are a shameful reminder of the systemic racism, discrimination, and injustice that Indigenous people have faced and continue to face in this country. And together, we must acknowledge this truth, learn from our past, and walk the shared path of reconciliation so we can build a better future. Thank you.